We'll do it live.
Good evening, everybody. And I just realized I'm on a blank screen. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first inaugural episode of VibeCheck with Nick and Stowe. Stowe, this is your creation. How are you feeling?
Yes, I feel a little nervous, but that's good. Excited, nervous. I don't know. I will say that I watch the pre-roll, like the whole thing every time. And this is hands down the coolest that anyone has ever even attempted to make me seem or look. Yeah, so every time I see myself as like doing some like army guy drowning somebody, I'm like, man, I never thought of myself as a badass before, but Nick did. So that's nice. It makes me feel good.
Yeah, and I apologize to all of my Hollywood fans in the chat wondering where tonight's new pre-roll, because apparently I just have to make 2-minute long short films for every show we do. And not only that, I have to have a different one because the TISM for the pre-roll that I do the thank you for watching post-roll. So for some reason, I just double the pain because what I do is I literally have to find a new song. And I've been bitching at Stowe for the last 3 days saying I can't make all of these genres work because the music doesn't work. There's a shot of me going full spaghetti Western, and that doesn't work with a shot of Stowe as a mythical creature, let's say. It doesn't really mesh that well. So we'll get it done. It's almost there. I'm like 95% done because I think I cracked the code to something with basically the equivalent of Hans Zimmer setting a piano on fire mixed with a little bit of an acoustic guitar in the beginning. So,
dude, that sounds cool.
It should be. We'll see how it.
I'd make that record.
It all goes. But thank you guys for joining us. As we talked about last night, and I think even briefly last week when we were kind of, I guess, internally pitching this to each other of how we might do this. Yep. This is kind of the feel good hour, the touch butt hour, the cry to your friends on the couch and tell me on the doll where the market hurt you type of
the feel bad hour.
Yes, where we're going to talk about a lot of different things, and it's also going to be an open mic, open forum. We can offer perspective. We can offer our thoughts, challenges we faced, where we're sitting at right now, even the ups and downs that always do occur with this game, the mental struggles that I think a lot of us go through with trying to trade full time too, the constant back and forth of, I guess, the logic and reason of why I tell people don't do this as your only income source. It's just not. It's not gonna be a fun time all the time. So, yeah, we appreciate everyone being here.
What I was thinking is to have some sort of format for this. I think what I'll try to do is I'll try to have one honest thing that's going on with me to share, which will help me, but it'll also be just one consistent thing. You guys can give me some takeaways on it if you want to. I might listen to them. I might not. And then also for this episode, since it's the first one, I'm going to walk through VibeCheck a little bit. The app. If you don't know, you can go to vibe.stowstats.com. You can sign up for a free, what are we calling this, profile. And what this allows you to do, it creates a daily ritual for you that allows you to check in with yourself, with your mental and your physical readiness to trade, as well as your actual readiness to trade. But it more concentrates on quantifying the mental and physical aspects, which is shit that we often push aside because it's not fun to think about. And it's not fun to, dig deep in and be honest with yourself about. So that's the other idea of this show, is to kind of take the stuff that just exists ethereally as platitudes in Twitter air that probably Claude writes the most of now.
Dude,
and people just post them. Yeah, it's fucking so bad. So I'm trying to de-platitude the platitudes. And we can put the link. Can I put the link in? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can. You're an admin. Just make sure you actually use the real hyperlink.
Got it. Whoop. There you go. You can go there, get a profile. It's free. You have to give me your email address. You have to sign some terms and conditions, whatever, but it's effectively free. So yeah, if that sounds good to everybody, we can just dive right in. I'll walk you through VibeCheck real quick.
I'm
The
just gonna make
application
the
and
first announcement before Stowe does that.
oh,
Because
true.
we are going to be giving away some codes tonight. I don't know. I can't tell
That's
you
right.
when. I can't tell you how. But the only way you can win is to fill out the form on the link that I just pasted to you. And yes, I am going to start collecting your data because why wouldn't I do that? That's what I'm all about, is selling your data to Mark Zuckerberg. So fill out the form if you would like to win a free Lucid account. But yeah, we'll be giving them away throughout the show randomly, but the only way you win is if you do fill it out.
Yep. Make sure you hit that thing. And then at the end of the show, after we give these away, we have another giveaway thing we'll announce too. There's all kinds of ways to interact with this shit and, get free accounts, but also be working on VibeCheck stuff with us too. So this is more, actually consider this a course. Would it make you guys feel good if we called this a course?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Just kidding. It's not a course.
It's a course. There's going to be a quiz, and that's the second form that I'm going to post later.
All right, great. What's up, man, dude? I love you, buddy. Always showing up. What's up, Tyler?
Look at us doing 2 nights in a row like a bunch of crazy people.
I know. This is late for me. I'm turning into a night owl. It's not good. Yeah. All right. So fill out the form for the giveaways, and we're going to dive into VibeCheck. So once you verify your email and do all that happy horse shit, this is where you end up with. This is just a little introduction to what VibeCheck is. It asks what your name should be. We'll just say Stowe. And this is just, a little intro thing. Gives you an idea of what this thing's supposed to be. One cool thing about VibeCheck, you can do or not, doesn't matter to me, is you can set reminders to have a quick email go to your inbox to remind you to check in the morning and remind you to check out at the end of the day for your post-market review. So this is where you set those as well. And yeah, once you're through, you're all set and you're in. So there's 3 different things that are the main part. So there's 3 different parts of your daily ritual. They're all pretty fast. In order, there's a pre-market check-in. There's a daily plan, which you can put in. You don't have to. You can skip this part. It's not that important to VibeCheck, but if you want to treat this like a trading journal, you have the opportunity to do that. It's in here. And then your post-market review is second. I'm going to start this one just today. And this is honestly how I wrote down, hold on, where are they? I wrote down my numbers. All right, here we go. So I wrote this down so I could manually put them in today. And boy, they were not awesome. Emotional state. This is where you measure, are you feeling calm? Are you feeling centered? Are you feeling off balance? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling pissed off? Are you just feeling generally happy? This is where we'd score that. Personally, I was around a 5 today. It's not great for me. I normally live around a 7 or 8. I'm a pretty happy dude, but my anxiety's been partying. I don't know why. But this is just part of being honest. I got to be honest with VibeCheck. I'll be honest with you as I'm going through this. Confidence. Let's drag this baby down to a 3. Because as I've talked about a little bit, I am not confident in anything that's going on right now. We'll dig into more of that when we get into my actual piece. But my ability to read the higher time frame and apply it to a lower time frame at the moment kind of sucks. I find myself, once I'm in a working trade, really second guessing it more than I normally have, maybe all year. There's a lot going on with that. So we're dropping confidence down to a 3. Patience. I'm still fine with patience. If anything, I'm probably being over patient right now. I've gotten past the point of drawdown where I'm rushing into trades, and now I'm rushing to not get into a trade. So patience is high, maybe higher than it should be. FOMO, I'm going to put this at 5 because I'm having a really hard time. I wouldn't consider this proper FOMO, but chasing moves. I am. It's always good to be on the right side of the V, as we say. Like, you want to be in once the move starts. But instead of being on the right side of the V, I'm more like way the fuck up here when I should really be. My entries have been late, which I think is from my lack of confidence going on. I don't really have any revenge risk. I'm not revenging. I'll give it a 4. Nothing hardcore, but I'll give it a 4. So once you go through the emotional state, and also if you're not narrating this to a YouTube channel, this goes a lot faster than it just did. Next, physical state. Sleep. I'm sleeping like garbage, frankly. I'm going to pull this baby down. I got 5 hours. Dude, I mean, summertime with a 6-year-old is wild, man. Like, you're all over the place all the time. And fit in work, fit in this stuff. It's a lot, dude. Energy. I'm actually doing good with energy. This diet is helping me out. Staying in the gym, working on all that stuff. I did do my 30 minutes on the incline this morning, so that's all good. Next, after the physical state, you go to external factors. What kind of environment are you looking? This is just the reason this is here is for you to log what you think it's up to. It doesn't have to be the truth. This is for you to take a moment as you go through. And that's what a lot of these are built for. Well, they're built for me and you can use them, but they're for me to take a second and be like, all right, dude, what are you actually looking at? Is trending? Is this a choppy market? Is this tape bomb, peace talk tape? Are we grinding? Is this insane high volatility, or are you just have no idea what's going on? I would consider this chop at the moment. For me, we keep struggling with and creating high volume nodes at my areas of interest, which is also basically my worst case scenario. I had this 42 level I wanted to be long above and short below today, and they just made the damn thing the point of control. I don't know, forever this morning. It's impossible for me to execute around that because it becomes the busiest, most annoying place. So, and that keeps happening. So that's not great, but it's good to observe because, market changes. You got to adapt or die. External distractions. This is an underrated thing. If you have something else in the back of your mind, whether it's like a dentist appointment, a shitty phone call you don't want to have to make, something's bothering you with your partner or your friend or your kid, or like Willow starts beating up everybody at summer camp, and like now I'm getting phone calls like, hey, your kid's the bully, or your kid's the smelly kid. She's not the smelly kid. You get the idea. External distractions. I got a couple because I'm kind of ball in this psychology class. This teacher is really so I cranked that up there. Financial pressure, I'm okay. Not really chasing some sort of detrimental money loss. As much as I'm in a drawdown, I haven't reloaded my actual cash account, so I'm capping my losses with evaluations and funded accounts for a bit. That has also, just a prelude to later, that has also taken on its own ugly set of mind fuck that we'll get into. That is kind of the main theme of our show for tonight. So that's external. Everybody doing good?
They're having a great time.
Everybody's still following? Okay, cool. Preparation. Now, this is all shit that I have to do at least 4 of these things, or else what the hell are you really doing? And just like market environment, these are here to make sure I do these, because if my one preparation item I always do is VibeCheck, If these are in here and I have to click these, then that means I won't miss those things. So did I look at my levels? Now, what are your key levels? It could be fucking anything. I don't know what your levels are. My levels are VWAP stuff and high volume node, low volume node, MGI. That's what my key levels are. You can have any key levels you want to have. You can have fibs, Ichimoku clouds, whatever. Daily plan. Now, for me, this just means, did you go through all your VWAP shit? Did you look at the monthly? Did you look at the weekly? Do you see where we're opening? See what Globex did? All that stuff. And from there, I take that daily plan, boils me down into like, this is the playbook for today. See what the market does, but these are the plays you should run in this environment. Meditation and breath work. This might sound a little frou-frou, but I do a 15-minute meditation every day. In the morning, it's the first thing I do when I wake up. I can't forget where I read it, but like there's some sort of cognitive nightmare that you turn your brain into when the first thing you do is look at your phone and start scrolling. I mean, it seems obvious that would not be good for your brain and your body to have the first thing you do wake up and look at the black box of doom. But I don't know, some scientists actually quantified it. And they said that it actually messes with your sleep at night, because if you program your brain to know that you're going to wake up to something that is anxious and is going to be like, all right, I got to log in, like I got to look at the bills I have to pay, or I have to look at Twitter, or I have to check my email, or I have to do this. If that's the first thing your brain knows you're going to do in the morning, you sleep like shit because your brain is planning to be freaked out as soon as you open your eyes. So I do meditation, breath work in the morning. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to do it. That's what I do. I like to do urge surfing stuff. And I also do like some hippie, like get ready for the day thing. Like, oh, are you appreciate the day, appreciate the morning. I don't know. It's ridiculous, but it feels nice. And I feel worse when I don't do it. So I started doing that. Reviewed news and catalysts. Yes. Now, this is one I always don't do. Like, this is hard for me to remember to open up the Discord and look at the news and catalysts list. Be like, oh, shit, we got CPI today. We got NFP, or we got the Michigan consumer sentiment at 9:45. I hate that thing. So just having it here, being able to check it, makes me go check that and take note. And follow routine. This one's easy for me. I've got OCD, so it's rare that I don't do that one. And then you can also put whatever the hell you want in here. If you like to clip your toenails in the morning, if you like to shave your armpits, I don't know what you would possibly put in here. Armpit enjoyer probably does that. You can add that too. And then at the last one, you can put a little mantra for your day. And I'm just going to put try not to suck. Can be anything. It could be, we got all day to buy this thing. Something that can remind you, when you look back on it, what your headspace was. So now this will give you a score. And I'm going to save it. And if you click this share button, this is key for the contest. Click this share button, and it's going to generate these share cards for you. And you're going to see your readiness score. You're going to see that you're in whatever kind of zone you're in, and you can see your scores as they line up with your mantra below. It's pretty fun. The way that this contest is going to work, and I'll put it on tomorrow, but you can get a head start if you want to. Every day, if you put VibeCheck score, you grab one of these, you just copy the clipboard, put it in Twitter, and tag me. You get one entry into win one of 5 Lucid 50K Flex accounts. You can do this all week, so you can get up to 10 entries if you do the morning check-in and the post-market checkout. And we'll pull those winners next Sunday for Sunday Ticks. On the side, I'll bring it up again so you remember. So this is your readiness score. Great. We got it done. Now, you have this option here to mark yourself for a stand down day. If you find that your score sucks and you don't want to trade today, you can check this box and be like, I'm not going to trade today. I'm not going to trade today. And if you honor that, that's a big deal. For the sake of this experiment, I'm not going to uncheck this box. Plus, 67 is not that low. So, for me. So, I'm not going to check it. The other key point about this readiness score is these are all weighted in a way that the more of these you do, the more you get to know your own readiness. You get to know what your own scores mean to you. So a 67 to me and a 67 to Nick, these are going to be two different 67s. Maybe you find that you perform better in the 60s than you do in the 70s. The whole point of this is to try to hone in on what is actually going on behind the scenes. All right, cool. So back to the dashboard. Our next option is we can make a daily plan. You can skip it, which I usually do because I don't have levels to write down. But if you want to make one, you can put your bias and context in here. You can add any key levels that you're watching. You can add any setups if you're more of a trader that has very specific kinds of setups. Some people have more, less discretionary plays that they run. You can list those here. You can put your max daily loss in, max trades for the day, just other ways to keep yourself accountable. And lastly, we will go to the post-market review. So you can do this whenever the hell you're done trading, or you can do this at the end of the day. You got to do it before the next day starts. So we're going to start the review. The first thing you can do, if you want, you can import your actual stats from NinjaTrader. I don't give a shit, and I don't think it matters if you track your P&L in here or not. This isn't really what it's for, but if you want to see it, you can see it. You can import them from NinjaTrader. There's some instructions right here on how to import the trades if you want. You also have the option to mark that you didn't trade at all today. Or if you don't use Ninja, I'm still working on integrating Sierra and different kinds of CSV files into the import. That'll be coming in a couple weeks. But you can also manually enter your trades if you want to see your P&L. For the sake of this, we'll say we lost $1,000 today. I had 4 wins, 10 losses. Or wait, that was trades. Sorry, 1,000 trades. Some days it feels like 1,000 trades. Lost 1,000 clams. My best winner was $300. My worst loss was $400. Commission and fees. I don't know, 50 trades. What am I looking at? $125. Something like that. So then you'll get your session summary up here. But this is the important shit. All right. Did you follow your plan? How good were your setups? Did you take the A+ setups, or were you chasing A+ setups with B ads? That's been a problem for me. Risk discipline. Did I respect my stops? Did I size correctly? Not really. I actually got over my skis a little bit. I put double size on. I would give myself a 4 on one of those trades. Execution quality. Drag this down to a 3. Ugh. And then you have some behavioral flags that come up too. Did you overtrade? Did you move your stops? Did you chase price? Did you revenge trade? Were you oversized? And did you hesitate? And then this is one of the more important parts because it correlates to your initial entries. And eventually, once you do a ton of these, it spits out a balance. So what's your emotional state now? I feel like garbage. Am I satisfied? Nope. Am I frustrated? Yes. And then you can say what went well, what went wrong, and a lesson you learned. The thing I like the most about this is it allows you to put this on a page, hit the save button, and put it away. Clint Hurdle one of the best Pirates coaches, Pirates skippers in, I don't know, the last 20 years. He had a good saying, which was, you have to shower well, which means after a loss, you got to go in the locker room, shower, wash that loss off of you because you have another game to play tomorrow. And I find that entering this stuff into my computer, hitting save, return to dashboard, it's done. All that garbage from the day, I'm way less likely to drag it into tomorrow if I got it out on the page. So, yeah. That's your daily ritual. If you do this without narrating it into a YouTube channel, it'll probably take you about 3 to 5 minutes. So, I don't know. That's VibeCheck. There's also some other shit in here I'll go over real fast. There's a little feedback thing. If you feel like VibeCheck needs some features that you would like to see, please fill this out. I'm going to build this for you guys. And so whatever you want, put it in here. You can also get straight to your pre-market, daily market, or daily plan and post-market stuff over here. And then your stats and your history. And also you begin to earn badges, which is fun. Everybody likes a prize over there. So that's it. Everybody feel good about that? Nice. All right. Pro Trader's in. Nick's still over there working on the.
I actually am.
The outro.
That is.
Nick's busy trying to get the outro.
But what's funny is I can promise you this. If I can do this in the next like 10 minutes, I will put it up there. But even if it does premiere tonight, I can promise you this, it's going to look completely different next week because that's just who I am. Because I'm like, okay, let me look at it tomorrow. And I'll be like, this looks like shit. And I'll just start like recutting, moving clips, doing a bunch of shit. So anyway.
Well, as a reminder, so if you sign up to VibeCheck and you share these share cards today, you can share them as many times as you want to this week. You can share up to 2 a day. You can share the pre-market and the post-market, which you just find. All you have to do is click the share button, and you can grab either the square or the vertical PNG and copy it or download it. If you put that on Twitter, make sure you tag me because I won't know it exists if you don't. You get an entry into the contest to win one of 5 50K elusive flex accounts, and we'll announce those winners next Sunday on Sunday Ticks. So that's VibeCheck, the website. Now who wants to talk about how Stowe's drawdown is going? Is everybody excited? Everybody loves a drawdown. Except the person that's in it. Nice, apple butter. Cool. All right. I'm glad you guys are hopping in. That's great. All right. So something I noticed, I forget what day it was. I think it was like I had a good-ish May. I had a very good beginning of May. And I had kind of a weird end of May. And as I got into the end of May, I noticed my scores slipping, honestly. And I noticed my confidence was off. And I noticed my unsurety and my hesitation was up as well. I didn't really know this. And this is how I know VibeCheck works for at least one person, and it's me. Because I noticed this in the numbers after the fact, before I probably would have seen it and caught it chewing up my money. So I forget, it was a couple weeks ago. It was a Friday, and I think it was that big like 7% down day. Yeah. Was that like 2 weeks ago, Nick? I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was probably 2 weeks ago at this point.
All right, cool. Either way, I took all my loot out. I took all my cash out of my Ninja Trader account, which is great, by the way. They send it to you the same day. ACH doesn't cost any money. Super sick. I was like, I'm just gonna chill because my vibes are off with myself. I'm not feeling great. And it's a good thing I did. I only traded prop that day, and I got smoked. And I know for a fact I would have done some actual damage to stowefund.exe. And ever since that, I have been struggling to get my footing in the June market. I don't know what it is about June that hates me and has my number, but it bigly has my number. Luckily for me, I have been here before, so I know what to do. And one of the things that I try to focus on when it comes to getting better as a trader is I try to take the distance from my last mistake to the time that I fixed it. Next time I make that mistake, I try to make that distance shorter, right? So, and that's why I built this tool. The sooner I can catch the leak, because you're always going to have a leak. Your edge is always going to dull. You're always going to slip mentally. You're always going to have some shit come up in your life that makes you worse as a trader, but you might not see it happening until you've bled a bunch. So the sooner I catch the leak, the better. And that's what I consider progress and maturing as a trader. So I caught the leak, not sure what it is yet, other than to, like, I made sure that I wasn't bleeding. But the thing I wanted to talk about tonight is an interesting problem that came up. So I decided I'm not going to trade any cash until I figure this out. I've got funded and eval stuff. I've been trading prop for a very long time. I can pass an eval quickly. I can do any number of things. I'm good at it. It's not hard to be good at it once you've done it a bunch, but I can do it. I realized that what I was doing before with a cash account and what I'm doing now with just prop, totally different mental landscapes. And I threw myself directly into all of the old pitfalls of only being a funded prop firm trader without being a cash account trader. And I wasn't thinking about it at all. And I got hit with. So what I've found to be true, and you can think this is, let me know what you think about this. The way I normally trade is I have a cash account and I have a bunch of prop firms and other shit that trails them. I use Trade Copia and I don't think about them. They're over here. I think about my cash account. And when you trade a cash account, you can do whatever the hell you want. You can be long MES and short MNQ, and there's no rule. You're not going to get a violation. You can make $10 that day and withdraw it. You can lose $1 billion. Like, you're in a much more free environment. While you're trading, you're not thinking about rules. You're not thinking about consistency. You're not thinking about profit targets. You're not thinking about eval targets to switch the eval from eval to sim funded, right? All this stuff I had put on the back burner and it had left my, I don't know, mental zeitgeist. But when I decided what I thought I was doing a service to myself, I was taking a break from cash to stop the bleeding on my drawdown. I was actually making it worse and creating new mental problems for myself, because now I'm thinking about all that old shit again. I'm thinking about, all right, I got a 50K. I got to make $1,500 in that today. I can't make more than that. So I have to make sure to shut this trade down here. And this fucks with the way that you look at the market. Because if you are looking at the market, looking for trades that are just trades that you can do with a cash account, and you can manage that however you would like to, because you have no rules. What I have been doing, I just realized this week, probably last week and this weekend, I had to sit in my feelings about it. What I have been doing is I see a trade as, okay, this is how many contracts I have. This is where the trade needs to go for me to reach this goal. So I am taking external factors and putting them onto the market, which is, number one, never good. when you do that with your own bias. But now I'm taking all these other external goals and throwing them on the market too. So I'm like, all right, for example, if I get long here at the -1 standard deviation and I get to VWAP with this trade, that activates this account. And that's a goal. That would be like a nice little check for me. Oh, good. You got something good done that day. That's not a good way to trade. Because you're putting all these expectations on the market that are completely outside of anything to do with the market. So I don't know. That's my honest new thing that I figured out. And it goes along with all the stuff that we always say. Every little turn in the road is another mental hurdle that you didn't see coming that you need to figure out how to solve. And that was a new one that my eyes were open to this weekend for sure. So now I have to figure out how to mitigate that. Yeah. So that's going to be my work this week, is to mitigate that. I think that I've also been overcomplicating a lot of things. And so this is my plan going forward. I'm going to get to the end of the month. I'm going to trade one funded account at a time. I'm not going to copy trade anything. And I'm just going to trade the A plus, which is like 1 or 2 spots a day, the A plus of, and I'm only going to do it if the monthly and the weekly are in line. When those things are conflicted, I know that it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I've been trying to trade through that anyway, and it has been kicking my ass for sure. So I'm not used to not having this many opportunities, so it's very hard for me because I'm so active in the market in the day, because that's part of how I trade. I get the feel for it and go. When the market is confused on those monthly and weekly timeframes, I'm just trading very confused, and I'm trying to get a vibe from something that like doesn't fucking have one. So that's my plan. And then in July, I got to fund my cash account again. I got to get out of this. Like, I got to put those funded accounts back where they belong, just trailing the thing. I'm protecting myself from financial damage, not worth the dragging myself through what it's like to only be trading props and trying to run up a bankroll with that. So that's the other thing I got to do. That's my plan. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Cooper.
Hey, Cooper. Well, it's done. I'm not happy with it, but it's done. You're gonna see the director's cut. It's too long. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So it's too long. I need to go through it with fresh eyes and cut a bunch of shit. I remember I said this with all of these too. I have made too many. I have too many clips. Like, there is enough for a short movie. There's no plot. It's just a bunch of fighting and random other shit. Us fighting a bunch of aliens is not a movie.
I would argue that John Wick would disagree with you.
You know what? You're not wrong. If there's one movie that could just be me and XY shooting guns and swinging swords and like fist fighting, a complete 90-minute parody of John Wick with us doing some voiceovers is in fact possible. That's the only genre it works, because that's how many sequences are like 10 minutes long of just fighting and shooting. Anyway,
it's pretty sick. Well, do you guys have anything you want to talk about?
Yeah,
you can say anything you want to in the chat. It's a judgment-free zone,
open forum. And while you guys are getting your, I guess you are. I don't know. Here's a giveaway. Fuck it. Tyler Trades, are you in the chat? Tyler. There he is. I see him.
Oh yeah, Tyler's here.
Yeah, Tyler, I'm sending you your email because I'm pretty sure you're always fucking here. Congratulations, 50K Lucid Flex, because I recoded this. Nice. So now I can actually see what I'm giving away. So Tyler, you should have just received an email from me. We're going to do a few more, but just while you guys are typing questions into the chat, wanted to give one of those away.
Oh, thanks. Futures Envy says, don't feel bad. I'm in a drawdown too. So here's a secret about me. I'm kind of a sick dude, right? Like, I know this is the beautiful thing about trading, the gift that it has given me. And it's also probably because I'm a sick fuck for sure. But I know that every time I get through one of these things, the juice is always worth the squeeze on the other side. And like every drawdown, every new emotional hurdle, every way that, as long as I can navigate that in a way that, you know, matches my integrity and my mission for how I want to present myself on the internet, because I'm a fucking influencer now or whatever.
1 second. We're back.
Are we back?
We're back. I saw my Sierra like spazzed. Everything froze for a hot second. I was like, oh God, no, not again. So
I was giving too much sauce away. But anyway, the moral of that tiny rant was I have fully drunk the Goggins Kool-Aid, and I believe that every setback is an opportunity. Like, I truly believe that. And as much as they suck, and this applies to every other part of my life, this is why trading has made my entire life better, because I am able to apply the lessons of the pain that the market has given me all the time to everything else. And I think that I walk around the world with a better head on my shoulders than 95% of people who are just bitching and moaning constantly
100%.
about their lives that are actually pretty good. Because I love it. I love the pain. Like, give me the boat. I want to carry that thing. So, yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Do we have any questions? I got to get a Goggins sound effect. Can we talk about expectations for retail traders? I feel like I and many others are sure what day trading is over the career term. I think he means aren't sure. Personally, maybe he means aren't sure, but
yeah. Well, I think that expectations. I'll be honest. I think that expectations in general in trading, just like any business, like you can apply this to like, we don't even have to talk about trading. We can talk about real estate, right? Like, you can look at big real estate agents and you can see the persona that they project, the amount of, wealth, the material things that come from being really good at being a real estate agent. And they make it seem like the barrier to entry is low, extremely low. But typically, people who are doing that are also selling you something, just like anything else in the world. If it seems like maybe an unrealistic expectation, it probably is. I'm just a dude who I make a living much bigger than my meager living as a musician before this, but that wasn't hard to do. Like, I'm a blue collar dude. I drive a 2010 Toyota Prius that I will run into the ground, but I'm able to provide for my family. And these are the confines that I'm able to live in and execute this job at. I can't lever up $100,000 and get a 30 lot trade on and be a millionaire, because that is way over my skis. But that's just me as a person. Like, I have a certain risk tolerance. I know when my sizing gets too big, I get freaked out. And so I've baked that into my life. Like, I am a blue collar trader. I just trade, and I'm able to absorb drawdowns, get through them. And at the end of the year, I have made more money than I've lost so far for a couple years. There was a lot of years not doing that. And I would say that I wasted a ton of time in my life. I mean, even last year, it's hard. Like, I get sucked into this too, man. You get sucked into what is everybody else up to so easily with social media. And you can start to feel inadequate if you're not making a ton of money. Should you be making more money? How are all these other people so successful and you're not able to grasp this market right now? All that shit. But you have to remember, and this is, I tell myself this all the time too. You have to remember that whatever you're seeing on the internet from anybody is just a modicum of the actual truth that's going on. So you can't compare yourself to others. You have to figure out, because this is a game of isolation at the end of the day. As much as we're your buds on the internet and Nick and I are actual friends, at the end of the day, it's me versus me. So I have to figure out how to survive that. And that means the buck stops with me, including the comparison stuff. Like, I can only compare myself to my own goals and my own standards. If you're going to be an operator that is just a sole retail discretionary trader, if you're an independent trader, you have to be your own boss. You have to be your own risk manager. You have to be your own life coach. You have to be your own therapist. You have to be your own everything. So for me, that starts with identifying my goals for myself, keeping myself to my own standard, doing the things that I would want to do, not compromising the things I won't compromise. That shit. I don't know. Did that rant answer any questions? I don't know.
I didn't think it was a rant. Were you ranting?
I got fired up a little bit. Maybe I'm just passionate.
I love it. Yeah, we're selling off a little bit too. It's actually interesting. Oh, but let's see the next question. Oh, but I did find this. Wait.
Stay fucking hard.
That's right.
All right, we're good. We got a Goggins sound effect ready to go.
Woo!
So yeah, what are we doing? Is this going to work? I don't even know if I fucked up my screen. Yeah, this is like the balance range inside of a balance range inside of a balance range. I had a weird feeling this week might do this, but we're actually at the spot where we could go traverse it to the other side. If anyone wants to go down here. So that'd be fun. Maybe take out last week's low. I've been kind of waiting for us to do this or come back up towards like 31,000s, making the all-time high and all the other fun stuff, but whatever.
Any tips on what action to take when you catch your mental or read on the market slipping? Slowly scale it back, take a day off, etc. Yeah. So for me, yes to both. Scale back, because like the thing you're identifying when it's awesome. Number one, that you caught it. Sick. Some people don't catch it. Some people are so bullheaded with this shit that they'll just run into that brick wall over and over and over again until they're out of chips. And that sucks. You don't want to be that guy. So if you find yourself catching these things, congratulations. You have now been able to identify your edge dulling, because as much as you can mark up spots on the chart to buy, spots on the chart to sell, you can have your risk to reward all cozy. If your mental starts to slip, that's your edge dulling, and you're not going to be able to pull the trigger when you need to, and you're going to be pulling it when you shouldn't fucking pull the thing. So good job. You identified it. For me, yeah, you got to get back into real life. For me, I would say, like, when I really get down and feel like I'm in a grind, like I've got too much chart time, I haven't been in the wilderness, haven't gone outside, haven't touched grass, haven't been connecting with my people in my life outside of trading. I haven't been playing music, things like that. When the balance of my life, Nick, what's the graph that's like a circle with all the different points, the pinpoints?
Pie chart? No, what are you talking about?
It's not a pie chart. It's like a pie chart, but like each point is drawn out so that like, fuck, never mind. Either way, your life should be in balance. If you've got 100% to give and you find 80% is being pulled over to trading, you've got 20% spread out between all the other shit, and it's probably making you miserable. And unfortunately, it's going to make you a bad trader by proxy because the rest of your life is going to be suffering. So take a break. Venn diagram. There you go.
That's
Maybe.
it.
I don't know. Thank you, Jay.
Mr. Nickelodeon, are you here? Prove to us that you do in fact exist. This guy.
Nickelodeon. Are you a real person?
Going once. Going twice. Are they here? Oh, I didn't. I guess. Yeah. No. I'm gonna give him 5, 4, 3, 2. Last call. Nickelodeon. JPT, that is not that you are
It's not you.
them. But there they
he
are.
is.
Wow, with us. Wait.
Woo.
Whoa. Is that that username even the same?
Let me see.
Nope.
Yes.
I see
Nickelodeon.
I see NICK. Did somebody wait? Okay, here's the thing, guys. You can't cheat the system. If that was him,
Wow.
because that just has a K, NIK, because you couldn't
This
change
has
it.
a K.
But here's the thing.
Oh my.
You can't game me. There's a form. There's an email link to it. Now I'm going to send it because that guy might be fucking with me. So congratulations. Whether you're here or not, you win. Because that person I think is trying to be shady. And where are they? Okay, so we've had this discussion before. Don't think you can scam and scheme on my fucking show. We are the scammers and schemers here. Daryl was talking about us at one point. No, he wasn't, but either way. You can't think of these things because if that really is you, you just got the email. I'm just fucking with you because there wasn't a C. It was an NICK like the username said. So
maybe it was a typo.
It probably was. I'm just laughing. But yeah, I get to do my bit. So yeah, you're good. The email was sent. Thank you for playing. Thank you for participating in the bit. All right, let's see. More questions. We did. Any tips on what action to take when you catch your mental or read on the market slipping? Slowly scale it back. Yeah, take a day off.
Yep, that's what I was. And Nick, you missed that. I answered that one just now.
Oh, okay. Well, my boss being a dumbass. I'm new here. How long have you guys been trading for? This VibeCheck thing seems cool. Links? You want picks too?
Oh, thanks. Links or it didn't happen. I'm almost ready to tweet about this. I'm very close. Yeah, you can sign up here. Doesn't cost any money. So far it has not.
You haven't tweeted about this fucking thing?
I haven't. No, it's a slow burn, dude. I'm gonna tweet about it tomorrow.
Do you think it's gonna break?
No, I don't think it's gonna break. I'm just trying to get. I'm just being careful with my expectations. I mean, I also have to protect myself against what if I tweet about this and nobody signs up? So we got 200 people in there, and it's all churning. It's all working. Seems cool. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna sign up.
We'll tweet about it tomorrow.
Like anything else, some people just download free things or access free things just purely to hate use it.
Yeah.
Like that, I learned that with the course, and some people's I don't know who goes out of their way to get to here's the thing. Goes all the way through without actually clicking anything, gets basically nothing right on all the quizzes, just to get to the final page to leave a 1-star review and say just some not nice things. So, good.
I haven't gotten any negative feedback yet, so that's coming, I'm sure.
Did you add not an FAQ? Did you add a survey into
Yeah, man, there's a feedback button. It's right under help.
Oh God.
Yep.
Have you compiled a list yet into a CSV for you to read these horrible things or very nice comments that people say?
Oh yeah, it's all part of my admin panel I made
Love
for
it.
myself. I made a whole little inbox.
Even better.
So far it's all been nice.
But yeah, so sorry, Phoenix, we are answering that question. But yes, VibeCheck available. Really cool things. Stowe's been talking about it all night.
Yep.
And if you haven't, since you are new here, you can check out vibestraders.com. There's a bunch of other cool shit there too. Whether it be our playbooks, the course, and a bunch of other new things that are going to be eventually coming soon as well. But that's at least the EDU component. There's plenty of things to keep you busy for the next few weeks.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Kyle. That's so cool. That makes me feel good.
You should. It's fucking awesome. It's better than
Thanks, man.
I mean, it's better than paid fucking journal solutions that are out there. I can tell you that, and I will say that to anybody with a fucking straight face. There's a lot of garbage that they charge you, $20 to $50 a month for, and it's a glorified Excel sheet built into an app.
Yep.
So
this is true. No, we're not on every night.
Thank God.
We won't be on again until Sunday.
Thank God for that as well. Yeah, XY's going to be traveling, so no midweek vibes because I'm not prepared to take you guys through some sequence in the market via replay. Also, I've been talking for like 3 days straight, and my parents were just here. I would like a nice night of quiet, and I'm looking forward to a couple nights of just not screaming into the void on the internet with people that apparently have nothing but horrible things to say. And I'm talking to you, CBD enjoyers, who don't actually watch the clips, but will absolutely just respond. Yes, the bit's going to keep going because people keep saying shit. So I keep seeing people like that one. So it's like, it's still somehow, making its way when that was posted on Friday. Gotta love the algorithm.
Well, I hope I said something controversial today that Claude pulls and we can turn into something.
I mean,
it's not fair for XY to be the only
one actually giving away real alpha. I'm just apparently ranting. This is now my rant hour because Stowe left me for 5 minutes last night and it turned into a fuck you and your tech company bit.
Yeah, we got real close to some nerves in that 5 minutes.
Yep. But anyway, let's see if there's another question or we can do another freaking giveaway. The vibes are only every night. The vibers are only every night. I don't know what that's not a question. But it went to my question queue because it has a question mark. God damn it, Claude. What nights is this show on? So this is most likely going to be Monday or Tuesday, depending on, life.
Yep.
Well, but I'm flexible. So it's going to be flexible. Just like how XY and I, it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday. Just some nights I go on dates on Wednesday if we can get childcare. So we just are we're going to just play it by vibes. We're going to play this whole fucking network on vibes. But Sunday is every Sunday. And if it's just me, then you will get a quick market prep with some ranting and giveaways. If it was just me by myself, I really wanted to turn on my camera. Otherwise,
Brad, great question. Yes, tips on approaching props with the mentality you take into a cash account. I'll be honest. I have I don't know if it's possible for me to do it. The only way I'm able to do it is if I'm actually trading my cash account and the props are trailing and I'm not looking at them. I have not yet figured out a way for me to remove the rules, the angles, all the consistency, all the things that come with prop firms from my mind while I'm actually trading. I have never been able to do it. That's the honest truth. I'm sure there are people that can. It ain't me. And I can only trade with the brain that the good Lord gave me, and mine is broken in a lot of ways. But it's also broken in a lot of ways to make me a good trader. So just like anything, I have to work. I have to wiggle the market and the way that I trade into supporting my strengths and mitigating my weaknesses. Because a lot of this shit, you know, I'm not going to be able to change overnight. So as I work, I mean, maybe in a perfect world someday I'm able to do that. But right now, I found out the hard way the last couple weeks that if I'm just trading prop, I'm thinking about the rules, I'm thinking about consistency, I'm thinking about all the shit in the background. So yeah, I don't know. That's the real, that's the real. So
Kyle, there'd be no way. That'd be so hard to code. That'd be a whole thing that Stowe would have to do because you would need an actual image recognizing thing built in there. And I think an API directly into.
What was the question?
Well, he said, is it possible to paste snipping tool images into the website and have it like register the trade that you took?
Holy shit.
You're
asking for me to
basically
he wants me to create the seafood app. It's a hot dog. It's a hot dog, not a hot dog.
This is this is a trade. This is not a trade. No, Kyle. Stowe's working on integrations probably for a good amount of the other, or at least maybe not integrations, probably the wrong word, but ways to export files from CSV from your charting platforms. That way you could just do it once a day. You know, it's just part of your ritual. You do it the day before when you're doing your morning portion of it. The following day, like you can kind of just, I guess, do it however you do your normal routine. Whether it's your post trading routine or your pre-market prep, it just you make it a part of that. You just export CSV, you import it, and Stowe's working on different formats because of course we can't have all the charting platforms play nice and at least do something standard of tables in their CSVs. They would never do that. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I can figure out Sierra. Well, I was going to try to figure out how to do Sierra. I can figure out next, and then
Sierra, Motive Wave.
I think I still have a Motive Wave on here too. Pretty sure I might have to reinstall Motive Wave.
Does TradingView export? I mean, nobody trades real money on TradingView except for rips. So I don't actually believe there's anything to export for the average person.
I don't know. I
don't believe anybody that actually trades on there anymore.
It's honestly, it's the last thing that I'm worried about. I want the focus of this needs to be on the mental stuff, but I am trying to figure out how to make it a proper journal so this can replace the basic shit that other trading journals do.
Yeah. But we need to appeal to the CVD IFVG crowds too. So we have to include TradingView into everything we do.
Well, I haven't even tweeted about it yet, so I don't know.
Well,
ATOS. See, there's also a ton of trading platforms I don't fucking know about now. Like, what the hell was that other one? Something. I don't know. I don't remember.
What about? Well, no, because the problem becomes whatever. It still matters like what they label the table as. I was going to say if you could build a thing that just looks for the certain terms, but that still is a whole can of worms. And I'm not trying to create more work for no reason.
All right, Kyle. You know what? Because you're cool and you're a homie. I will work on Motive Wave next. That'll be the next one. Because I mean, you use it all the time. I'll make that work for you, dude. I will. Deep charts. Thank you, Willie. Thank you.
The fuck is deep charts?
That's what I'm saying, dude. They're coming out. We're just a couple unks out here.
Whatever happened to? There's been like every moron in the prop space said they were starting a charting platform or we're going to take down TradingView. So, Godspeed to all of them. Everybody releasing their own, apparently. I feel like maybe like anything else. There's a lack of imagination in some of these ideas. I'm just going to build a charting platform today. Anyway, should we give away another one?
Yep, let's do one more. Let's get out of here. We both got work tomorrow.
Yeah,
I got 9 to 11. I got the big shift.
I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I think I'm with Jack at midday or something.
All right.
Kia Dota, are you here? Let us know, and then you guys can all watch this 3-minute long video that I some reason decided to edit. for just to cause myself more physical pain.
I'm excited. We get to see it together for the first time, you and me.
Why is this like? I hate them so much.
Hey, Kia Dota's here.
Okay, I was gonna say Kia Dota, last call. All right, here you go. Email fired. You want a 50K Lucid Flex because for some reason my CSV is probably in numerical order because of course that's how my Claude would decide to do this instead of the actual export. Whatever. Yeah. Well, Stowe.
Yes.
Last remarks, thoughts.
Oh, I feel good. I love talking about this shit. It makes me feel good. Yeah. Again, we live in a world that is rarely altruistic 100% of the time. But I know that I want you to know that it makes me feel good to share this stuff with you. I hope that you can take some solace in the fact that, like, if you're in a drawdown, if you feel like you don't know what the hell is going on, there's not like an us-them thing going on. Like, other people feel that way too. You don't have to feel like you're all by yourself in situations like that. And I think that is a big, we say fucking community all the time, or at least lots of people use the words trading community, but it rarely has the benefits of a actual community. But I think with this show and the stuff that we're trying to do on YouTube and VibeCheck and all the shit, I think we had the chance to maybe make one that is, filled with things that have benefits, community benefits, like not having to feel like shit all the time and seeing yourself and others. So yeah, I'll leave you with that. Hey, Rusty.
All right.
I'll leave it with Rusty.
Thank you, everybody.
Rusty
and
boy.
Enjoy this very raw cut one director's cut of the VibeCheck weekly pre-roll. Cheers, friends.
Peace. Everyone's better. Everyone's better than the next one.
We're still here because I actually had to watch it once. That was it needs just a little love. But it wasn't bad for me doing this in like 3 hours with a completely new song that I just made like 2 hours ago. So good night, everybody. Cheers.
Yo, give it up for Nick, chat. Insane.
We'll see you tomorrow. I have just done way too much work for literally nothing. Goodbye, friends.